Welcome to my channel, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. And so on this week's reading, from my previous reading, for those of you that are following my channel, you will know that I was speaking about love and soulmate love, and some past life, what energy got you to where you are now. But I want to focus forward. I want to focus to the future. There's a lot of uncertainty at the moment in the world. There's a lot of worry. There's a lot of concern. There's a lot of things going around. So for the month of July, for the energy of July 2020, I want us to look at where things are going forward. What we can, what you can look forward to, what you can expect, how you can help yourself. Okay, so with the video itself, the other half, what I'm talking about is, sometimes we are looking for our solutions from someone else, from an outside source, from a family member or a friend or a sibling or a partner, but when we realize that the solution that we seek for is really us, that changes everything. Okay, so what I want to look at is, what is it that you can do to help you? Okay, how can you best serve yourself? So this is for a general reading, sun, moon, rising, and ascending for Scorpio. And what resonates, accept it inside your heart. And if it doesn't resonate that much, then just release it with peace and let it go. Okay, don't trip yourself about things that are not for you. Okay, and if you want to have a personal detailed reading, my Scorps, you are more than welcome to order one with me. It's $12 for a 30 minutes downloadable reading. All those details are down below. Oh, I like this. I do like it. Okay, let's see what we have. If it resonates with you, more than welcome to, just give me like a like or comment, or, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. But let's see what we got. Oh. My Scorpio Scorps, it seems like there's a bit of a sticky situation that you're finding yourself in. And I sense almost like a misconception here somewhere. So, wanting to get out of a situation, I feel this is almost like something new for you. So something is quite new here, something like a new sort of contributing factor, energy, whereas before you might have said, yeah, whatever, you're not there. It's like some of you, oh my, you got yourself into a situation, there's a lot of emotions here, a lot of emotions, and lots of somehow self-sabotaging. Not necessarily intentionally so, but where some of your actions may have been misinterpreted by others, and you're not quite sure how to set that record straight. And some of you are thinking of really completely doing that, almost like a clean slate type of vibe, where you just kind of cut your losses and start over. And I must tell you, it actually seems to be the best choice for you here, because if I look at the recent past, there's a lot of it's almost like repeated sort of disappointments, that it almost sort of became a pattern, and which sort of brought you to a point of possibly such high frustration. It could have also led to a spiritual awakening that you didn't actually plan on having in the first place. in the last 2 or 3 months or so, I would say, it could be in the last 4 weeks even, probably not sooner than that, some sort of game changer stepped in here. Something flipped. Something flipped. Okay. There was some profound change. Either communication was cut off or communication was increased. Either way, it didn't really quite serve you the way that you would have, chosen for yourself, the way that you would have preferred. If I look at your current situation here, Scorpio, I must tell you that this new start seems like a good option for you. Let's look at this current situation, like the overall, because for some of you, I feel like you might be so entangled in something that you may not have meant to get entangled into it, in the first place. It's like you're tangled up in a situation and you are so not interested in being, you're not interested in being entangled in the situation anymore. For many of you, you're like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I don't want to, I don't want to do this. I still keep on getting this new start. It's like, when you almost sort of miss your cue in something in life. Yeah. Remember, this is a general reading, so you claim what's for you, but I really feel that the way out for you is out. Okay? I feel that some of you going forward may want to salvage maybe a situation, save some ties. If we can't be lovers, if we can be friends. And maybe sometime in future that is possible. But at this particular point in time, there's so much hurt and there's so much pain. And for some reason, there's a sense of betrayal in the air. But you know what I get? Is that it's like some of you might appreciate the opportunity to be able to explain, because I don't really feel that you went out and intentionally meant to hurt someone, sometimes we play these games in life, or not games is such a strong word, but we get ourselves into these situations and kind of like entangled without meaning to do so. And then, of course, because you've got a beautiful heart and you care about people, you don't want to kind of seem like you're moving on and you don't care. But I do feel that you may be misunderstood there. For some reason, it seems like you're not being very good at explaining yourself. And if I were you, I would first do the healing that I feel is required here in this situation, and then I would maybe initiate conversation. I personally wouldn't do it the other way around. It's somehow like the past may have caught up with you somehow. Somehow the past caught up with you. I feel that you might have been willing to face the emotions or sort it out or put clarity in the situation. It might be like a chance for clarification that didn't take place. So maybe a conversation didn't take place. Maybe you somehow relate this information, but it wasn't received. Something happened, but your intention to oh. So something happened. Somehow you weren't able to clarify as you would have liked to clarify. That did actually set you on a new path, but then somehow you brought it back in again. So you were very well on your path, on a new sort of path. You know, whether you set yourself there, circumstances set you there, life set you there, someone else set you there. Somehow you were on a different path, and it was a good path for you, by the way. Yeah, it's almost like being in your car and driving somewhere, you know, going somewhere distinctive, and halfway along the way, you decide, no, 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 I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm going to turn back. And for a while, this turning back may have seemed like a good choice. But I feel that you might have been fooling yourself. Maybe somebody else was fooling themselves. You played a bit of a cat and mouse game here. So for a while it went well, but you see, you and somebody had the very true chance, actually, from the turning back to build something from this. So what happened? Because somebody was also offering somebody, you know, something else. So offering you love, offering support, offering almost like a reset, like a new chance. There was an imbalance here. Things probably had to do with money. So I keep on getting this coin, this dark side of coin, Pentacles. So one of you may have had more money than the other one, and that was the problem. What I do see, though, it's almost like you turn away from good things for yourself. Okay? There's sort of an energy pattern of possibly feeling not good enough, deserving enough, because of some of these, you know, untruths and lies and things that have been told. Yeah. Stepping away for now, giving the situation a chance to breathe. This is something very personal. And it's almost like I can hear you say, if you just had a chance to explain, you know, just the opportunity to clear things out. I'm just not so sure if it will be well received at this point in time. That's a bit of a mix that you got yourself into here, eh? I'm gonna square with you. I'm gonna level with you, Scorpio. From what I can tell here, let's just draw another card. I want to be sure. Okay. For now, I feel that it might be in the best interest of the situation, of the energy. There's some release that is needing to take place as necessary. So I feel that it's best for the situation right now. If you do maybe step away, if you focus more on you, it feels like the next natural step for the situation. It's a lot of repeated cards. Starting over, focusing on you. I feel that many of you are feeling very alone right now. You're feeling very isolated, very misunderstood for some reason. and the universe wants to let you know that you've got full support. I got it several times. This is almost like, you think of it like this is like being sort of on a new start. You know, when you sometimes have to run for a flight, you know, or whatever, that it kind of takes it out of your little, so you're on the good path for you. But I don't feel this is the best way, or time rather, to wanna clarify things just yet. Okay? And in fact, if you focus on the healing right now, when you are ready to have this this conversation that you wanted to have, to give that clarity, to give that understanding, when you are ready, I feel that in fact the other person may reach out to you. Okay? So, and you can have a very good understanding, very, very good understanding. But it's important for you to, you know, to focus on you now, to wait it out, to not jump on it too much, because I do feel that you might actually really regret it if you do. I also feel that if you jump right ahead now, that the other person may actually feel highly disrespected. You know, like you're not giving them the space that they need, that they want. So I do feel that if you reach out now, and if you kind of like push now, that you may actually, you know, that beautiful sort of bond that you might still want to have with this person, I feel you may actually push the chance for that away. Right. So if you do, and here's the good news, and I love this, and I really, 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 really love this. So if you put in the work, and if you focus on you, on your own inner healing to the best way that you know how, okay? If you literally prioritize yourself right now, it's so easy for you to, because it may not feel that way, but I feel that you're on a very good track right now. Okay? You're getting time to think, you're getting time to really look into the situations, you know? And I feel that if you do this, Scorpios, that you actually, you know, and I'm talking about the very near future, next 2 to 4 months, your life can be very different from what you imagine, because it's like you somehow lost sight of yourself. Like totally. If somebody had to ask you who you are, and you know, I'm talking about past like the sort of flippant answer, if you really had to answer them very honestly, some of you might have a lot of difficulty. Let's put it like this: some of you might be able to give a very comprehensive answer to others, but for yourself, you may have difficulty to sort of, you know, relate to that version of the story that you give. Okay. Yeah. Feeling stuck and not wanting to feel stuck. So this is what's happening, what I see for you immediately going forward. You are tired. Your soul is tired. I don't really feel that you have the energy to, you know, go about fixing situations with other people right now. You've got so much energy, like so much energy, and it's like that is all you need right now for yourself to survive. I don't really foresee you having, you know, that much energy, that because this is a highly confusing situation. You're getting out. It's like, it's almost like feeling like, imagine yourself being like I know this is a very difficult sort of analogy, but imagine yourself being a rabbit and you kind of, fall into the one hole and you get out of the trap, and then your foot gets caught in something and you get out. And so it's like you get out and you get in, you get in, you get out, you get in, you get out. So it's like you are tired. You need this break. And many of you were in that space where you dealt with the situation when it came up in the way that you had to. But you didn't always look, you couldn't always see so far ahead, okay? So some of the choices that you made were quite questionable, but what a lot of people somehow don't seem to understand, and what your person wants to understand but finds very challenging to understand, is that for you specifically, there wasn't another choice at this particular point in time. So what you maybe want to do is you want to kind of have a conversation, with your pain, with your circumstances, with that energy, and say, listen, what up here? What's going on? I'm tired of you. I need to get out of you. And let if you will, be very clear about what you want, and you want to be very, very clear about what you want, and let the situation be open to the situation communicating back to you what it is that it needs to get that balance back. Because I do see you going forward. I do see you getting out of it. In fact, I see a lot of bliss. So even though the road was a bit treacherous, I see a lot of bliss. I see a understanding of yourself in a way that some of you never had in your entire life. Bright new start, brand new beginning. Beautiful. A motherly sort of love that only you can give yourself. Yep. Patience, patience, patience. So this is a time for introspection. This is a time for going inside. This is a time for exploration of your own heart. And I really feel that instead of stressing about things, too much, the way for you to get, because I do sense that you want to have that beautiful, yeah, there we go. You need that emotional stability. But in order to get that, you need to, it's almost like a blockage of instability within yourself. And you need to figure out what that is. And you can't really figure it out, so much by saying, oh, I've always done this, I've always done that, because it's almost like you got yourself in a corner now. So you're going to have to literally have an honest conversation with the situation and say, okay, I am ready to separate from you. You go your way, I go my way. But before we do, we need to have that understanding of each other. So if in some way you are represented to me again or anything like that, that I understand it as such. Okay? You are like two people going your separate ways, but you want to do so peacefully. It's been a bit of a, like a battle with each other for some time there. And so many of you are not sleeping well, eh? As far as it's possible, do this. If you can't sleep at night, then you sleep in the day, but at some point you need to sleep. Read a good book. Do something to get your mind away from the situation, to place some space between yourself and the situation. Okay? And then we'll see what happens as we go forward. Best of luck. All my love. All my love. Always. Okay? To you. And yeah, let me know. Let me know what's happening. Give me a like if this resonates with you, this reading, or a comment. Let me know what's happening. Okay? Subscribe to the channel if that resonates with you. You can have a personal detailed reading if you want. And you can also follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. The deals are down below. I'll see you next week.